What's going on, guys? Matty G back here with you on Football at the Flags. Thanks so much for joining us as always. Today, it's all about women's football and the qualification process for the 2024 Summer Olympics. That's right. We're going to take you through each of the 6 confederations across the globe and show you who's already qualified for the Olympics and which teams still have a shot at getting into the 12-team field. We'll, of course, start off with the 5 teams who have already punched their ticket to this summer's games, and we'll begin with France, who, of course, are hosting the competition. This will be just the 3rd time that they have qualified for this tournament. As for the United States, the 4-time gold medalist won the 2022 CONCACAF Women's Championship, and they, of course, are back in the field looking for an opportunity to get their 5th. Canada comes in as the reigning champions. They wore the CONCACAF playoff winner against Jamaica to solidify a spot. They beat them 4-1 on a 2-leg aggregate to get to this point. As for Brazil, they have qualified for every single Olympics for women's football since it began in 1996. They won the 2022 Copa America Femenina Championship. They have never won the Olympics as gold medalists, but they finished with a silver twice. And for Colombia, just the 3rd time that they have qualified for this competition as well. They were the runners-up in the 2022 Copa America Femenina. Moving on to UEFA qualifying, and there are a few things to point out. Again, this is stemming from the first ever UEFA Women's Nations League competition, and these are the final 4, France taking on Germany and Netherlands versus Spain. However, UEFA only has 2 automatic qualifying spots for the tournament, and seeing as France are already the hosts and in the competition, if France make it to the final, that means the winner between the 3rd place game will also qualify. So, for example, if France defeat Germany and Spain defeat Netherlands, that means the winner between Germany and Netherlands will also qualify for the tournament with the 2 that make it to the final. And again, this is why for the Netherlands-Spain game, this is very important, because if Germany defeat France, that means the 3rd place game does not matter, and the winner between Netherlands and Spain will qualify. Meanwhile, the loser will really have nothing to play for in the 3rd place game. Moving on to the OFC qualifying process for the Oceania region. In Group A, we have Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, Fiji, and American Samoa. And in Group B, we have New Zealand, Tonga, Samoa, and Vanuatu. Now, these teams will play in a round robin with their Group 3 games. The top 2, of course, with the most points, goal differential, all of that, will advance to a semifinal knockout stage. A1 will take on B2, and B1 taking on A2, of course. Again, OFC only gets 1 automatic qualifier, so this will be a single elimination bracket heading to a final, of course, from the semis, and then the winner taking it all will advance to the Summer Olympics. It's been a grueling process for the AFC qualifiers, but we are finally down to the 3rd round, the last stage for this. And of course, AFC will have 2 automatic qualifiers for the Olympics this summer. The final 4 teams, of course, are Uzbekistan taking on Australia and North Korea up against Japan. It will be a home and away series, of course, the winner going on aggregate through the 2 90-minute games. And again, these 2 games will start on February 24th, I believe, for the first leg, and the second leg on February 28th to finally decide which 2 teams advance. Now down to the last process, of course, coming from Africa. And again, this is now the 3rd round that these teams have faced. They'll go on a home and away series through the 2-game aggregate. 4 teams will advance to another home and away series, very similar to the one, of course, that you just saw for AFC qualifying. And Africa will have 2 qualifiers for this competition. So that 4th round, the last home and away series, the 2 teams that come out on top will advance to the Olympics. But for the 3rd round that we are still awaiting to get to, it will be Ghana taking on Zambia, Tunisia going up against Morocco, Cameroon versus Nigeria, and Tanzania up against South Africa. And one more thing, for those who are not familiar with women's football or who have not watched it in the Olympic format yet, with the 12 teams that qualify for the tournament, they will be drawn into 3 groups of 4. They will play a round-robin group stage, playing each team The top 2 teams in each group will automatically advance. Meanwhile, the top 2 third-place teams out of the 3 groups, based off points, goal differential, etc., if there are more tiebreakers needed, will advance to an 8-team knockout bracket, single elimination, to come down to finally decide who wins the gold medal. And of course, there will be a third-place game as well to decide bronze. But there you go. That is the format for those not familiar with women's football in the Summer Olympics. Well, guys, as always, thanks again so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and let us know down in the comments who you're rooting for, or who you hope to see qualify for the Summer Olympics for women's football. Guys, we've got plenty more content coming your way with a lot of good international football tournaments and competitions coming up throughout 2024 and moving forward, and we would, of course, love for you to be a part of the journey. But, guys, I hope you all have a blessed day, and we will see you soon. Peace.